Map 2. Chad's here too. And we're off to the races. Renegades on the T side in our second map and leading tons early with Sunny catching a bit of a duel with Inns, the only man responsible for middle, and Sunny's put it straight into his head through the doors. That kind of scuffs his plans with that utility. They don't want to lose that smoke. You can see he's considering whether it's an Xbox smoke he was supposed to throw or it's a flash doors initially.
Trying to make some room for himself here. But the indication is over towards Ian. Look at this.
Oh, and Sticker's been really spicy so far. Sunny does finish off the job onto Inns. But look at the angle. There's zero chance you're ready for shots like that. He's struggling to hit the shots. They've adjusted nicely. Actually knock him off his perch. That's the bomb. Sicko caught doing the flashbang dance. Sunny, such great supportive and lethal damage. Malta's caught Zen on the door. This is an important duel for Malta. That's Sunny gone. If he gets Farley, we're cooking. Something. Farley, however, still stands.
Oh, he's outdoors.
Swings out, aggressive. It's good. Makes it a 2v2. They know where Farley's coming from. Kit on his back as well. Stiko's low. It's onto Farley. Stiko still makes impact. Catches Alistair off the bricks. Dance for Hats now. Time not on his side. There's so much time. If he could just find these 1v1s. And damn, Stiko, despite missing up the boost, getting knocked off his perch, he makes it count. He got gooshed for the after the first frag.
Yeah, it's not too bad there with that boost that we saw. Obviously didn't convert off of it, but the reason that they go for a play like that as opposed to just looking through the doors is Doors is getting smoked off a lot through those new skylights. And yeah, Sunny eventually finishes off his meal right there.
Really good shots.
This was all on low HP.
Yeah, did you see the Zeppa retake yesterday? My God, he walked into bricks. It wasn't Zeppa.
A couple days.
There was a couple of days ago, but there was a clutch. Who was it from? Not Zeppa, not even Cloud9. They walked into B-side. All you had to do was not uncrouch from bricks. It's like super last second defuse. S-attack? I don't know.
Someone will know it.
Sick reference, Alex.
Yeah, well, someone will get it. I didn't see it, but, well, okay. Farley's just played through the gap right there. They boosted him up. This is 2 boosts in 2 rounds that FPX have gone for, and they've taken down the scout, and they've taken mid-space. So, Alistair, you're about to get a rude shock, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, Zen could not be in a better position for this. I think the off angle is just wide enough that... Yeah, he'll spot him out now. Deagle does favor him for some of those duels. Not that one. As it's Farley on the scout, he does have that lovely double zoom up towards Suicide. So Inns is out long. Stiko's already pincering Spawn with Zen pushed up mid. They are giving them zero room to work with here, Chad.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about in terms of disrespecting your opponent.
Great swing from Malta. Farley, however, has caught Alistair elsewhere, and yeah, this flank is still coming, and they've got their knives out and their backs turned.
2 and the bomb.
Yeah, that's info. And you can see, look at the response. You can see the minimap. CTs know what's coming. Stiko's gonna, does he commit to this? Or he could, if he's playing the game, counting on his teammates, he'll wait for a cue, but as they take contact, so will he. Doesn't finish off his meal. Hats lives on.
8 seconds. What are you gonna do?
He's thinking about it. He's piecing it together.
He could go around the world, right? He has the time to do it, and this smoke left over. If he gets into B, he could smoke the doors. This is very, very noisy, though. Both
when does he hit walk? Farley will start to piece it together. Like on tons, it's perfect.
Yeah, mid to B would have been very risky.
That's a plan. That's a plan.
Definitely a plan, and definitely a winnable round once he gets into the site, right? So he's going to assume this is clear, assuming they've completely rotated. That's a good assumption. We'll be able to plant the bomb. Hasn't smoked just yet. Still has the smoke.
That's powerful, dude. A smoke grenade. He does deploy it now. Doesn't enable him to disappear, if you will. Oh, my lord, that's brave. Brazen. Dinked. Is that from an MP9? Good lord. Now they'll double up and push in the window together. Good shooting onto the first, anticipating the second through the smoke, but now into the sides, and good shooting. Hats. Take a bow. He pulls Renegades back into the second round.
And he was the key yesterday on Inferno when you remember how some of those close anti-eco rounds went just like this, right? It was scrappy to get access to the bomb site, and then when the chips looked down, Hats pulled out a couple. Well, here's a couple more. Handles this one well. Sound cues come on through and straight to the head for Madden, so that's a big kill. And Alistair, woohoo! He's getting pumped up. I think.
That's not a lip reader. He said, "Let's go, gentlemen."
Gentlemen, gents, lads. Oh, all right. Bit of flak damage there, really. Alistair down to 27. Over towards the upper tunnels is where 2 of them reside. Sicko's coming. Zen's doing his best to dissuade this.
Zen, the eternally concerned, tucks in.
That rotation from Long's come all the way back. Maiden and Farley are now in CT spawn.
Dribble smoke's really a disadvantage. They're not going to be able to walk through that.
I didn't even talk about the fact they force bought in again. So the force buy wars are on.
Yeah, they really are trying to push the no respect angle here on Dust2. I mean, it's the map for it. Give them nothing. Take everything. 3 CTs leaning towards this B side.
Yeah, there's back and forth force buy wars. Whoever comes out on top's going to see them go up to an early lead of rounds here. But
oh, Maiden with the M4, the only M4, and it's 1.5. Zico with a crucial trade.
What do we got? 50 seconds on the clock, short control. Malta still in upper tunnels. Utility to at least throw something out towards A. Looks like they're committing on this.
Yeah, can't fault them. Farley's scout's the only threat. 35.
Wide spacing.
And so he gets his one-on-one.
They might even pivot back. Oh, no, they have to commit A now. Bomb is up.
Oh, no.
Malta's flanking. He's going to come through B.
Gap. Farley misses his shot. Chance now as they emerge into the smoke.
Malta's still flanking. Zen's coming from short. Malta's not going to find anybody.
No, Sunny's tucked in as well. He's going to be able to contest. And Zen putting the pressure on. Now is the contact and a chance for the double D.
Oh.
Sunny's lined it up. Knocked him down. He's so disconnected. Is he going to run? Has he got a kit? No, it would be a 10-second run. I think he's got time, especially now the fake. Malta can clutch this. It's about not getting flustered. Oh, info. He's getting hunted. He knows it. Has to hit his shots. And he does. Woo! Let's go, he says. Renegades pull in the second and win the force buy wars. You talked about the impact that's going to have. That's going to echo into the ripples of rounds 4 and 5.
Yeah, I cannot believe. Like the first one that he's gotten away with just here, right? He wasn't looking the right direction. Sticko flubs his lines a little bit. This one here is good, but it felt in vain, right? He's too far away. Sunny's probably just going to get on that. And then the spam eventually landing. Bit of a giggle there from Zen.
They're
force buying again.
Punishing. They are not letting off the gas.
Yeah.
Oh no! And they're falling into their traps. The nades, the stack towards long doors has really left the ears ringing. Inns will upgrade. He's got the health to contest.
They're so locked in because tunnels has been cleared out right now.
Oh Lord, you're right. Yeah, and there's 4 of them leaning long. 1 babysitting the backside. Stiko with a scout, and there's some tagged opponents. In fact, 3 of them are within 1-shot radius. It does make it very, very fragile. He's got info on Pit. Takes his shot, smokes Bloom. It's going to remove a lot of the room. Now a hard shot to hit. They're lining up on the wall. Farley will peek on the flash. In he comes. Missed shots from Stiko. Good for Renegades. Maiden fills for 1. And that will delay. Smokes will start to fade if Alistair doesn't start getting up to his tricks. And they are hunting. 1. Maiden knows he's on the site, trying to hide in the smoke, trying to catch them off guard, but the spray is there. Inns has been caught, and oh, Zen, he makes it count with a 5-7. Maiden's luck in the smoke is converted, and all of this pressure, this constant, relentless force buy has put them into a winning scenario. They equalize, and that is going to really be a bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah, that could have been Renegades extending their lead right there, but unfortunately they have fallen to the force buy of FPX, and now do they want to respond with one of their own? Malta, straight into a Deagle and Armor indicates exactly that. Haven't seen the purchases from the rest of his teammates come on through just yet, and they don't have a huge amount of money to operate with just because of the close nature of the rounds they did win. Scout, Galil, Alistair yet to buy. He'll grab a Galil as well. So in terms of firepower, it's not looking too bad, but that's the utility that's more of a problem. You really need to find fights here if you're Renegades, right? When you look at this, you see Malta here postured forward, just has the Deagle, nothing on his belt to throw. They have to just hope that they can wait out the utility, be threatening enough to FPX for them to use their mollies and their smokes, and then just pack roll in and see if you can find a nice trade. This nade can be shy of Inns.
Yeah, he's pushed in perfectly. Completely catches out Sunny, and Inns gets both. There's some impact for you. Cold, raw impact.
Well, now they can go back towards B. Sticko's left the site, back towards mid. Everybody focused on mid here from FPX. There are some huge gaps on the map right now, and Renegades are looking to punish. Molly comes in, they're ahead of it. They'll be on the site. And Sticko
actually finding enough impact. Oh, Sticko's completely sent him packing. Evades the flash. Malta's screwed. And Maiden and Sticko combined together with a multi-kill round, puts FPX and puts Renegades on notice. They're down to the pits of squalor. Chad, they're rocking pocket lint for this one.
Yes, I think they'll have to give up on the force buy wars right here.
Couple of gum wrappers, maybe.
This kind of situation, right? With a minute left on the clock and they had those 2 kills, they knew that the other 2 players had to be over towards A and 1 player isolated towards B. So they went for their best. They almost had the timing right, but they didn't expect FPX to rotate so heavily. That was the undoing right there, and here's some more aggression.
Unforgiving. 2 SMGs, and they're charging towards Tons and mid. They want this round over and done with.
Sonny, how are you still alive?
It does eventually go down, but I'm afraid that's it. Alistair cowering in a corner, run down. And yeah, zero respect. FPX charging at them, not letting any of that funny business, not letting them waste any of their nades. They keep all their pennies.
I cannot believe how long Sonny stayed alive there for. Just in mid MP9.
6 HP.
AD. The Glock bullets.
Look at his face. God, it's nice to see a smile on Sonny's face. He's having fun.
Yeah, well, I think once they all get out of Ents, everyone's been having more fun. Harbour were doing well as well.
What's that, 14-1 or something? They're on a record now.
X7 popping off. It's all changing out there.
Aerial and X7.
Join the army.
Oh.
Everything's happening.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, guns are out. This is, I guess, the first real gun round we've had.
Yeah, this is a tough one for Farley, but he's passed with flying colours. Hats gets turned on. Sonny willing to drop the weapon and make it all too clear that there's some funny business on short. They catch a nade, more damage chipped away. FPX are looking like a more refined product than the last time I saw them.
Yeah, I think that comes down to a couple of factors here. The more time they get with Sonny in the server and, well, the caliber of opponent. Renegades trying to prove themselves, and now with that number disadvantage.
Didn't FPX beat Gambit as well, like before they went on their Katowice run?
With big Christopher J, indeed.
Interesting. So they found a recipe for success against the CIS best. Now applying their trade here against the Renegades.
Inns has done a good job in this map of finding some kills. Right there, he's grabbed another one. That's going to at least give them an opportunity. Their utility is better than FPX.
Aiden, you going to be cognizant of how exposed you are to be ahead visible. It's an awkward duel. He's managed to evade it. Hard shot to hit. Sonny tries to use his AK like a scope. Ouch! In swallows that grenade into the intestines for 13 remaining health, and Sonny straight in. Jumps across, no smoke needed. He wants to have pressure, and there's a slight gap. He spotted Sicko. Doesn't quite know what to do with this. Pressure all over the map. It's hard to keep track. Rush's fingers starting to burn. Zen finds one. Bomb ticking favors Renegade significantly, and backing away. Stiko not willing to contest the A take.
Well handled after they lost that early man right there from Renegades. They just stayed as a pack, hit the shots they needed to, didn't get flustered. That's one of the keys here, is seeing... Oh, hints, okay. Another big one from him. This is the Renegades map pick. Bomb goes off, third round posted on the board. 4-3 right now in favor of FPX. 2 rifles have been saved. Money good for Maiden, Stiko, and Sonny. They'll even be able to drop an AWP over for Farley. So everything looking honky-dory.
Double AWP, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, we saw Stiko using this to some success yesterday. Farley has his moments as well. A lot of AWP around the mid doors yesterday. He was dueling against Poison time and time again. And here he goes. Well, no AWP on the other side to duel him. And look at this. If they know that they're going to get...
Wow. Wow. This is so rude. And no, with his knife out, Alistair's going to scream. They've pushed mid. Farley there to stop the swing. They're doing their due diligence. He fires off the warning shot. Will evade. Sonny's got a nade. This is so coordinated. FPX making it so difficult to find early control. You have to pay an arm and a limb. In Alistair's case, your full body. Stiko aggressively holding the apartments. Patience will prevail in this exchange. He knows there was funny business in tons, and oh, what a pop flash. What a pop flash. He actually gets away, so credit to where it's due. They can't punish off the back of it, but he had no time to react for that one.
Yeah, the fact they're aware of that is a good sign, though, as do find themselves in a number disadvantage again. Wasn't a problem last round. Let's see if they can replicate. Up towards short, taking some control now. 50 seconds left on the clock. 3 players over towards A, and this long position from Zen here. He's played spoiler. Malta's going to have a very difficult time clearing this out. He might even forget about it.
No, but I don't fancy his chances. Shadow advantage et al. And there you have it. Nice, slow, predicted. Ooh, big opening from Hats. That's actually crucial.
They've got to click Goose.
They do have to get off Sonny. And off the back of the flash, he peeks out nicely. Just isolating them so good. Flashes constantly turning. You can see, like, every time we're watching those FPX players have their moment, there's always a moment within their multi-kill where they're looking at the floor for that return flash for the regress. It's It's ironed out. It's nice. It's neat. It's tidy. And it's very difficult for the Renegades to get a foothold.
Yeah, I like it when you see stuff from players like Zen, right? His job is just to anchor long. He could have, after getting that kill, just stayed long and waited. But the information's come in. The cat hit's coming through. They lose a player. He comes in, lobs a flash, sets up his teammate Sunny, and then he's able to chime in himself. So a good combo here. 5-3 now. Renegades will be taking a timeout. They're talking this one through. We can see that there is a scout already purchased, and there's a lot of them to listen to. Maybe going to talk about their mustaches. I think almost all of them are rocking some lip hair. Oh, Winds has got rid of his.
Yeah, he was rocking a tash yesterday, wasn't he?
Yeah, maybe his mum's watching, so maybe she said, "Listen, mate, get rid of the tash."
I've won a small personal family victory in that my mother, who's always been very outspoken about facial hair on men, she says mine's not bad.
There you go.
Yeah, like that's a win. She just says, "Don't let it get any longer."
Yes, mum.
Yes, mum. Yeah, yes, captain.
All right. Well,
it was a timeout into what looks like a Sicko scout.
Yeah, like I think right now they should try and get the AWP out for Sicko, because what we just saw, that mid push, right? You can't let them get away with that again, and you need an AWP to contest, because otherwise, I really like watching FPX. They don't have the need to put so many bodies in B because they're maximizing how much room you can use in the mid to B area, facing mid and facing B from outside the doors.
Oh, and he's got a partner in crime, so if they wanted to punish that AWP after he's already found one, Sticko the other, and yeah, they're just taking it in turns. Left and right side of mid peek in. Zen is there to punish if you really fancy your chances. And you do, so there you have it.
Isn't it great, though, that he has the MP9 and will be able to pick up the secondary AWP, meaning they really don't lose anything from this round, right? So grabs the secondary.
Couldn't find it.
He didn't get the secondary AWP.
Okay,
so
well,
then they lose.
That's a $5,000 plus the, what did you drop, MP9?
MP9
Yeah.
so okay.
All right. So
well, it sounded good.
Down the drain.
It did sound good. The idea was good. In principle.
In principle, everything was fine. It just hurts a little bit. They've actually chosen to reinvest, so that's some lost capital.
Yeah, well, they could have invested that somewhere else, shouldn't they? Now, it is going to be the 4-man lean towards A, but they're boosting short. So we're going to see aggression from short as opposed to long. Inz's going to get out. Sticko's been pushed on back. More aggression here. Inz's pushing through.
Yes, loving seeing some proactive pressure. Calls long clear. What do you do with that? How do you build off that? Look at their resources, Chad. It is exhausted already.
Yeah, so they do have 2 smokes, but they'll be used for the cross, and Hats is actually in tunnels with one of them, so that's going to be useless. They need to just post up and
Zen's hunting, and they've even got a boost, and he doesn't even weather the storm of the first. The Finn finds first.
I do like this aggressive style we're seeing from FPX, right? It's really dealing with the current meta. When but when teams are just going all in long or all in tunnels and there's no AWP mid, punish it.
Yeah,
make them
take
watch
the info.
it.
And now look at Malta. He has to find a crucial frag now. That's going to get the CTs back out of their hidey holes. Just as the smoke fades, he nutmegs Ints with a crucial trade. If he finds another, it's Sunny to deal with. He's got Farley in support as well. That's a pretty brutal Nordic cross. Okay, Ints has kept it competitive at least. Malta, the fact that they can just pivot out, the fact he's cooled, nothing locking them behind.
Oh, this from Malta, this is perfect.
And he shuts down Farley. There you go. A lot of space to maneuver now, and the nade enables a cross. Alistair's got the bomb. Oh, if Sunny hits this frag, he's staring at the ground. Alistair, such a priority. Great shooting. Should enable the plant. Should be the round. Hello, Inns. Renegades individually pull the 4th across the line.
Yeah, I wasn't joking about his mum watching either. She's been a big supporter of his career the entire time. She's always on the social medias.
Love the supportive parents. I mean, I just tweeted a picture of one of the early LAN parties I used to do with my friends. Half of those people weren't gamers, you know, we didn't have a gaming PC. So we ended up just the one slightly rich kid of our friendship group in his attic with all his weird laptops and stuff his family had, trying to install COD 1 and Unreal Tournament 2004.
The janky times.
Instagib on Face Off or whatever it was called. Faces, Twin Worlds. What was it called? Damn it. That was the stuff, man. Using DVD cases as mouse pads.
Well, they've managed to get the double AWPs back out, right? But the buy around it isn't fantastic, and oh, that is not great. They were trying to totem over the top of that lurk smoke. You're
right. And taking down Sticko is a very, very prized pig. Maiden's got a chance here. Oh, what? Into his fingertips and actually going down to Hats. Very crucial opening. They are weathering the storm of this defense. They've taken a lot of damage. It can still go wrong, can still go awry. Will Alistair do his due diligence on this long clear? I don't have a lot of confidence, and Sunny will have a lot more now. He's got the frag. They're all coming up from short, and the CTs, they're so isolated that seems like Sunny might just then find the rest of this round spending it in pit. Farley's so disconnected. Zen's still on B as the bomb goes down.
There's a flank coming in now onto the position of Sunny, right? So they know that he's trapped towards long. Malta's locked in, and they know he couldn't have gotten away in this juncture. So that means they'll be less likely to peek. Otherwise, Sunny, late round, could grab a couple of kills here. We can see the passive formation over towards the B bomb site. And that does, of course, indicate the save. But it's going to be curious if Sunny holds on to this gun or not. And the reason I'm posting that is this was a forced-in situation from FPX. You can see the money's not good. The loss bonus starting to build. If they can deny this rifle in the hands of Sunny, they will only need to deal with the AUG and the AWP. 2 rifles, much easier to deal with than 3. It looks like they're just leaving him up to his own devices right now. Don't want to give up anything here. Renegades needing to hold on to their economy. And they're going to post their 5th, so just 1 away from tying things up here. Yeah,
in the weapon rounds as well, we're starting to see them kind of pick themselves up, well, 3 of the last 5.
It's these type of rounds here that they just converted are the ones that I'm more scared of, because that's where the more influx type of play is going to come in from FPX. So now, again, yeah, I'm scared of a round like this. So when you're going up against the upgraded pistols and the saved rifles, you don't know how they're necessarily going to apply them. Here, 3 players over towards the B side of the doors, but fast down mid. Farley might have some pressure here.
Yeah, he's going to get flashed off, and anticipating the second, doesn't nail the timing. He can still peek out from this smoke. It's a benefit to him, a hard shot to hit, but he's not ready for hats. He was! Vandals it! Jumping back into the line of sight, takes him off. Hats. Forced.
Oh, the timing on this is brutal.
Malta pulls the pin. They walk up tons as he just wanted to pepper them. And 2 casualties. You said these are scary rounds, Chad. The save converting into a potential round here. Stico.
He's on a bloody adventure. T-spawn again. He loves it out there.
Completely into... I mean, look at Inns, though. This is going to be one of those rounds. This is going to be weird as hell. If Inns gets... Oh, Maiden. Gets the info, gets more than information, gets blood. Draws it on B. Farley, a little late on the reactions, enables a bit of a second chance. 60 seconds for these 2. And Alistair, not going to go down quietly.
Sicko stays quiet. He might get Sunny here. Sicko got him.
Does. Alistair deals with Stico as well. This is a 2v5 now. Oh. Zen makes it a 1 versus 2.
Bombs on the site at least, so something for Alistair to work with here.
No nades.
The AWP. He's going to give this one a crack. He used to be the AWPer for Order. That was the team before Renegades. Can he do anything now?
Doubling up CT. Did he see him? Nothing.
They may have seen him, though.
Start their advance. They're not going to give him any sound cues. He'll have to work this one out on his own. Oh. So paranoid about long, and the timing could not have been any better. Just not aware of that silent crawl up from CT.
Yeah, just completely repositioning there. Did a fake plant to try and bait anybody out, but playing off of each other. Great stuff there from FPX, and those little details right there, they're the difference makers. So that was a janky buy. That was saved guns, a couple of upgraded pistols, and now they walk with 2 AWPs. So setting themselves up for success here at FPX. And yeah, you're right, Farley. It's just wild that he was ready for that. We could see the pace down mid from Renegades trying to mix things up. And then when it gets janky, it feels like they lose almost complete map control just with 1 push from the CT side. They tried to battle back in 2-on-5. Sicko and Alistair doing a decent job, but all in all, it will be the 7th for FPX, 5 for Renegades. Still not out of this one just yet. More rounds to be played. AWP rings out down middle. No aggression, but long is where Hats is headed. Flashes are good, and it's respected. FPX have given up control.
Okay.
This is very classic at the moment. Take long control, sit, wait, see if the CTs go for any aggressive maneuvers and try and get into pit for free.
How does he get out of this one? There's incendiaries and wallbangs coming any second now. Flash and run.
Oh, he did get away.
Unscathed.
So yeah, Sicko held at bay here. Malta, lurky boy.
Sunny likes to take these aggressions to hunt out those lurkers and remove that prong from the assault. He's got some reactions on him. And Farley, he's taken down another. Only 3 left for the cross, and they're just getting picked apart. 1 remains of the Renegades. Poor Alistair. That'll be 8 for FunPlus Phoenix, and starting to run away with the CT side. Look at the cash. This is indicative of a 9th, perhaps even the 10th.
Yeah, I think that right now Renegades are really just struggling to keep their head above water, going into another low buy. Some of these rounds look really good. Some of these rounds look like a smashed crab. It's kind of hard to.
Did you learn to swim in the ocean, like in the water, like actual water, or pools?
We did pools first, but then like in year 7 or 8, I think it was, or end of primary school, you have to go down to the ocean to do certain swimming lessons there, and they make you swim fully clothed and stuff in case you.
Yeah, we had that at swimming lessons.
Yeah.
I was always jealous of the. Never mind. The higher swimming lesson that got to do the clothes stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I think I was a yellow hat.
Oh, you guys had hats.
Yeah, that was differentiated how cool you were.
I think we had levels. My mum used to be a swimming instructor.
Did she?
Yeah.
I have fond memories of swimming pools.
I think we've had a swimming pool in our backyard for 20 years, and I've seen my mum go in the pool about 4 times.
I don't know if it's not rose-tinted glasses. I just still think an inflatable fun session, 2 hours in the pool with an obstacle course that you can throw yourself off.
Sure.
Like, that's still lit.
It's a workout as well.
11-year-old Alex liked it. I think 27-year-old Alex would too. I might have an inflatable pool party for my 28th. Actually, like, that's a sick idea. Would you come if I invited you?
Well, we do live in a place with a lot of water. We could just do it in the sea.
Yeah, but the inflatable's an integral component.
Don't worry, we can organise that.
All right, Chad. There we have it. 9 found for FPX against the Glocks. It's at Renegades, who are just saving all their schmeckles to invest into our final round of our second map's first half.
All right, well, no AWP for Sicko here. He's going to have to operate with an AK-47, and that has been a few of their woes. I'm obviously not pointing all the fingers at Sicko. I think he's done a serviceable job on the AWP, but it's hard when you're losing to these lower buys, and that's meant to be your opportunities to establish an economy. I think we might see more impact out of him once we get to the CT side. But here we go again, another interesting looking round here from FPX. They've boosted up short, so they're getting the AWP aggressive in 2 different prongs. And over towards B, so the bailout button's been hit.
Go on, Stiko. Caught by a pop flash last time. Whoa, tight shot, great one. Makes it at least an even trade into the site. Could very well be a lost round though. Maiden, he's managed to keep them away from the spray. Hatstat catches a bit of damage. 3 have rotated already. Inns has got no info on that. They can contest.
He needs to be very careful here, Inns.
Maiden's in, straight in. And what a reaction. He takes down Hats. Farley caught though. Inns does have the punish. 2 on 2, 1 on the site, 1 isolated. They can push together. Oh, it's so good. Sunny and Zen are both going to push together. And of the smoke. Just a little angle Sicko was not ready for. Inns to clutch. Zen's on tight right. They'll double peek. Doesn't have his clear decals on. It's 10-5 though. There we have it. Double digits for the Phoenix. Renegades going to have to pull up their socks if they want to contest for a third.
Redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come. You're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, go back, you're back now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, 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 out. Stand up,
I've left your view.
10 rounds to 5. Renegades find themselves on the defense of Dust2, looking to pull something out of the hat appropriately. 12-4 hats, top of the scoreboard for the Renegades, and Zen, he's pulled up 16, a quiet 16, I might add. We've seen the impact on some of those weapon rounds from the double AWP. Stiko and Farley have impressed us so far. Inns, of course, for Renegades has pulled a couple of impactful multi-kills out, but now on the defense, and just 2 flashbangs remain for the CTs. 4 Kevlar vests distributed, and similar scenes for the boys over on the T side. It's going to be flashes B, try and keep Alistair and Hat's feet planted, and out long they go. Going to be a big test for Sicko if they don't check him. If they don't check him, if Malta keeps this aggro, Sicko's going to have a chance. They'll do their diligence. They will check it eventually, but if he makes them work for it, that's more chances for Maiden, the Glock, long range.
Oh, he needs to keep his head down. Farley was just jump spotting that. I don't think he saw him, and they're actually vacating long. So
much
this is
info.
all in vain.
So much info, and Zen's been found. Prize frags across the board for the Aussies. Of course, Sicko from New Zealand.
Close.
Is that
We'll
better?
work on it. We'll get there.
All right.
Well, it's all short now, and oh, Sunny launched.
Yeah, and it's worked. But the space program's going to be cut short. It's Alistair. He's denying all the funds.
Two of them are low here, you know. Oof. 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 There's always a world. When I watch this,
yes.
You know how when we watch Simple and Zywa, when we're like, it's probably like they're going to win it? There's a chance with this round, watching like, there's probably a chance they're going to lose it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's like I'm just waiting, because I expect somebody from FPX just to have a pop-off round, right? Like, I think they're due one. They're just due one where they just go absolutely mental. But that was well handled, right? I think towards long, it did look like Sicko was baiting Malta. That was intentional. It just, Malta got overran right there. So,
yeah. Well, Sunny hit some bangers.
Yeah, and they were able to recover that situation. But the force buy wars, like we had in the first half, they'll be back out in the second. So 10-6 now. Scout for Stiko, Deagle's on the rest. Bit of utility as well. Couple smokes to work with if they want to try and pinch it for a mid to B or go for an Xbox smoke, give themselves some more territory. We can see Renegades across the board here towards long. They have Malta, UMP in hand. Sicko is playing a bit of game helper right here, helping long and short. In's tucked in towards Goose, and a very passive setup on B. Now, on Inferno, we talk about top mid control and we talk about banana control. Well, on Dust2, you can concede like this, but you need to make sure you lock down your bomb sites because the rotations, they are miles away.
Yeah, so detached from your teammates, your squad mates. You have the range advantage. It makes sense. These are the rounds that can slip away. Chad's outlined that. 60 seconds, we see the gathering of resources. It's going to be what? Some smokes, maybe see the Vanguard lines?
I think this is all on Ins because I don't think that Sicko's going to be able to see anything.
Double HE could be really spicy. There's the second smoke.
Oh, it's
over,
perfect.
and it's so brutal. The MP9 bullets will collaborate seamlessly with the second HE. And yeah, you're not going to get up to any funny business. That was great. They haven't lost a single point of health, Chad.
Yeah, that is the perfect stop nades right there. They will double dip and give it another crack. They have to.
It would be a great shot from Maiden Scout if he wanted a way back in, and not to be. Inns will collect and pocket himself a third. Go on, $2,400 dues. I believe that's the Australian currency.
Indeed it is.
Injected directly into their veins. That's probably not the best way to store your money either.
Hard to get out.
Yeah, you'd be paying contactless?
Yeah, just wait for it to cycle around my body.
If you could just actually hold on 1 second. I just need to get this blood bag stalled.
All right, well, this should be 8 for Renegades now because FPX, after a force buy with no plant, with no kills, no success whatsoever, are left with very little. They've actually opted in for 4 Deagles, Farley holding on to extra. I'm sure you all know why.
Tested Sicko. Still can't say him name properly.
Say it 3 times with me.
Sicko, Sicko, Sicko.
There you go.
Sicko, Sicko. Like Sicko mode, but without the crucial K that would make it Sicko.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. Maiden's into the site, giving it his best shot. Inns is in trouble. The nades aren't going to be as effective this time. I say that. It's Taking down, bold down Stiko if they can contest the plant. It's not bad. Ins pulls out the deagle. Sunny does win the war of attrition. A flash high. Farley will turn it, but the molly gonna buy enough time. He won't be able to do anything with this. And from behind, Malta strikes. His UMP spray's not enough, but the dunk's there. We are cool. 10-8. Okay, so this is exactly what Renegades needed. Coming into the second half at a massive disadvantage. You've been struggling individually to hang with what looks like a refined FPX. 3-0 into the second half. It could not be a better start.
Yeah, starts to games have not been a problem for Renegades, right? And I think that's the reason these two maps have looked relatively close. Consider this one. They lost the pistol, but then converted against the 4 spy, and were able to get 2 off the bat to give themselves a decent start into this first half. Same here in the second, and now Farley has his AWP. It's the gun rounds in where Renegades will be tested. Straight away, over towards the upper tunnels, 3 players. Zen, well, he's joined Sunny and Maiden. They're down towards lower tunnels here, so it looks like they might be punishing this mid to B or short quite quickly. Smoke on towards the hinge. Well, that speaks more of short control than it does for a mid to B right now. So
I think we're gonna learn very quickly how adaptive FPX are. It's clear that Renegades have definitely refined their short utility. Seen it come up trump a couple of rounds now, and if they do return to this often, it's going to be interesting to see how their restraint is and how their timings are, the cues for when you dump that util. Because, I mean, you know, the greats, the very best, they make it look like they've got X-ray on. These nades are always landing at the perfect times. It slows them down. It cuts them down. At times, we've seen the Renegades, especially on nuke, you know, flustered. Misinformation spreads.
Yeah.
The rotation's not there. The information's completely lost, and you start dumping util when you don't want to. So that's something I'm going to keep a track of. If they continue to be successful with this util deployment. Looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of a different flavor, actually, to this one from FPX. They do take their early short control, and they'll cut noise. 35 seconds, though. It's going to have to get loud soon, Chad.
I feel like it has to be A. And there's 4 players now from Renegades over towards that side of the map. Yeah, it's a fake mid to B into an A.
Oh, and the fact that Zen's there for the trade may cause a little bit more doubt. Inz is pushing up long, but now they're coming up short.
Spotted.
He's going for the roll round the world to short. It'll be late, and now it's only 1.
Seconds.
Inz reveals his push. Malta, if he goes down, oh, he stands and fights. 9 seconds. One more frag could do it. He's hit the shot. Farley keeps the round alive. He did get dinked, but functional. And maybe that AWP can fire off another shot. He's missed his.
Oh!
Maiden doesn't. Very lackadaisical from Inz, and now Hats has to clutch up for the second time here on Dust2. Hard shots. Maiden elusive. Farley still alive on that site, and it's a constant threat now. You know you're going to be potentially jiggling into the AWP. Oh. Okay, missed shot from the Dane. Now a chance.
It's not planted for him, and he has the
Hats
kit.
can hold. It's cooked. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Nothing you can do. Get out of here. Hats 2 for 2 on the clutches.
And the AWP as well. What a round that one was right there. It felt like they had done everything. 10 seconds, they're entering the site. Farley gets that trade on Goose. Bomb goes down. And once you're set up in those post plants and your Hat's coming back into this, the fact he gets to isolate both of these fights. Oh, he doesn't even need to isolate the second fight, does he? Just get that defuse down, hold your E key, and take that one away from Maiden right there. 10-9, Renegades. They're up against it. The double AWPs are out. No AWP this time for FPX.
I liked seeing that Hats is a human after all. He leaned forward as he was crossing doors. You know, if you don't lean forward, you're a bigger target. So, Alistair back on the AWP, as you highlighted. It's something he's familiar with. It's information, nothing more. Bit of a change of pace here. If they, oh, that's good. Utility will stop any funny business, and a flash from Inz for the re-aggress. Sika was having a look. Ooh, more damage. Good timing on this stuff, but Zen up to some tricks here. Hats smoked off as well. He doesn't have this info. Zen.
It's A.
He's walking through CT. That's going to be a proper nuisance to deal with if he can get up that ramp. Oh, great timing. In swings out. Catches Sunny completely off guard. And a very, very precise trade back. Seco has to, Alex has to hold this cross.
I don't know how you get back into this now. They've lost everything. The rotation from B, they have to deal with the CT spawn player. That's a good start.
That's a big chance. Malta's duel is everything. Steeko's won it out. Is he coming long? Is he coming short late? Questions they want to answer. Zen
Forced into this though.
Okay, but a double AWP retake, dude. Are you sure?
They have to go for it. There's no way out for Sicko.
And so the double AWP retake begins. Farley's actually in the open.
Oh,
they can see
it.
He had to hit the shot. Steeko, however, He's doing enough. He's done it all. They got the smoke out. If they got on the bomb, it's a very different story.
Oh, there was just a moment. Just a moment. If he gets into the site, Alistair can defend. Sticko can't do anything. Almost 2 rounds in a row. The plant could have been the undoing there for FPX, but Sticko coming in clutch.
That was a jewel and a half. Needed that one. And then, yeah, followed by finding Sicko before he could nestle back into the site. By being there in time, gets the fight. Mac 10 bought out. There's not a single helmet in sight. Sunny's going to be up to his usual funny business.
Feels a bit like an all-in shove here and
Here
then.
we are.
Ooh.
Alistair evades the flashes but misses his shots, and there's the punish. Mac 10 so quick, so swift, so dynamic. He's going to find a second here. All too easy for the 12th here for FPX.
They're just continuing forward now. The W key getting pressed. And so are Renegades. Look at this.
Oof. Nice, nice.
That's a good shot. Where's the next smoke?
Well, I mean, they can't get across yet.
Well, it's on Sticko. He can't smoke long. He's over towards B.
Well, that is an oopsie.
Well, I suppose this isn't the worst
I mean,
thing.
Sticko could walk out and say, B's clear, lads. This gets awkward.
Lots of time for the rotation too, or he can just come down behind them and pants them. So either way, this is great for FPX.
All one CT. They are walking out of long now. 60 seconds. When do you start piecing this one together as Renegades?
I don't think you can, because you don't want to risk the long clear. At the same time, you can't really cross mid doors. So
Ince is going to go for, like, he has been given the sacrificial title of info, and he hasn't gone all the way over to B. So in this case, it's just going to get even worse for the CTs here. Sunny in a powerful position.
a very passive lurk from Sunny.
Finds him. Catches Hats a little off guard, and Inns is just a second too late on the timing for the punish on the tunnels.
You got the wrong weapon for the job here. If he didn't have a CZ.
Oh, shooting, and
Now there's a
Farley's not
chance.
ready. A big chance. Farley doesn't go down clean. Found by the CZ. 2-on-2. They've made it work.
Sunny's in T-spawn.
Sicko. He's caught Sicko. And now with a bomb, he should be able to plant safe behind the bricks. He says it. He does it. Inns pushes in, denies the molly, wants to go close quarters, rush the fight. Sticko's ready. And between the two of them, Sunny and Sticko, more damage. Oh, yikes. That's a Y-I-K-E-S
That's
from
happened
me.
twice.
D-O-W-G.
Oh, well, a round that probably shouldn't have been so close was. The last 3 have been photo finishes.
Haven't they? I mean, it's like across the line by a nose's hair.
Yeah, I was really, like, I think Inns did a good job with what he had. The reason I said it was a horrible job, CZ in the back versus 3, never a fun time.
Got a proper chuckle out of me, that. All right, USPs. This is where you want to see the rigidity we've been talking about from FPX.
I don't love. I think all the air's kind of been sucked out of the room, right? Look at Renegade's money. So they received the 1,900 loss bonus, right? Next round they're going to get the 2,400. They're not going to have enough for the AWP, right? At least not in the sense that Sticko can have utility. He can just go. I'm sorry, Sicko, not Sticko. Bloody hell.
Got ya.
They got me. So he can get an AWP, but he's going to be glass cannon or maybe have one smoke, something along those lines. It won't be the type of buy that you would love, especially when you're down 13-9 right here. Yeah, this one slipping away from them. All right, well, we get this one back underway. Fast down middle, Sunny barreling straight out the doors, and Alistair very, very blind. We'll call that intent. Inns is pushing. He needs to be very, very cautious here because he's on his own. Mollied out of position and will fall back, taking a lick of damage down to 75. Bit of argy-bargy as Inns really wants control of this.
He's demanding it, but Sunny floating into the challenge, and wow, he makes that AUG feel like an AK.
And now they're out long as well. Look how much pressure is on Sicko. Mid goes down.
What's Sicko to do now?
2 players pushing upper. What can he do?
Pop off, son. It's his only option. He's already catching nades and bullets, and it's not pretty. FPX set for success now. The site is theirs. They're already hanging out by the Casbah.
With 5 alive, you may as well throw 2 bodies, maybe 3 at this hunt. See if you can take away the 2 rifles out of Renegade's hands. Once again, loss bonus situation going into the next 2,900. Not a lot, not enough for a buy, and that will be the 15th again. So Renegade's having their money broken this late in the game on the CT side. It's a cruel mistress. It's a tough lesson. And they will be hunting. They will be trying to claw these away. No joke, this is probably not something they're too familiar with in Oz, having to save, because they're winning all the rounds and all the games, so...
Here they come. It's loud. Alistair readies himself for the save, and bloody reactions. Bloody Nora. Hats has found a lovely safe haven. I think his nook is being checked.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, sours the mood even more. You said the air sucked out of the room. I think it's an appropriate analogy for just the way this feels. When you're staring down the barrel of a scoreline like this, a map down, you're here on your pick, your turf.
And they're playing for overtime again. They did the same thing on map number 1. They just have pistols. This is a hard choice to make, right? Do we fully invest? Know that we're going to have 2, not even half buy, but 2 average rounds in a row? Or do we take more of a save in this round and then have a full gun round to try and fight with? And they've gone for the latter. Neither decision is fun. One is obviously more of the percentage choice, but this is a lesson that me and my team had to learn back in the early days when we would come over from Australia was you have to show you can contest individually as well as strategically.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we always talk about the scary rounds of the Deagle armors, right? If you haven't established that they have to be treated as such.
Yeah. You're just going to get away with it.
Get run over.
Right?
Sunny will run out long with a Mac 10 against your Deagle armor.
Yeah. So only 3 players alive. 2 of them are USPs. One's the Deagle in the hands of Hats. Sicko's been burnt on down, roughly half HP.
Lightly toasted.
Just how I... wait, I think I like things very toasted.
Yeah, you like the charcoal?
Yeah. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for round number 24. So it looks like the writing is on the wall right here. Let's see if Renegades have any responses. They will be able to get the AWPs.
Those B spawns, though, like, I mean, if I'm Maiden, I'm...
You're asking. You're going, Sunny, can we rush B?
Can we please? They're looking a little bit that way.
Having a talk about it.
What do you think?
Well, they normally do their default with Maiden through Lower Dark, so maybe he's just going to default. But
yeah,
we can pray and we can hope.
Sunny's even on the way that way. We're going to be seeing...
Same setup.
Same
outside long.
default start. Bomb passed off, so you can see the intent. A little different. Very, very suffering Molotovs to weather on long. You won't be able to get any info until now.
Basically free short control here. They knew that there was so much attention towards long. They've been able to grab this with basic utility. Sunny not worried about any re-aggress. This is going to siphon even more of the utility right now from Renegades. We've seen how quickly they lob out Molotovs and HEs behind these smokes. Sunny is actually being an active nuisance. It's not like they've just smoked and left. Yes, yeah, so you can see just one nade straight into the dome.
Sick, yeah, and that's got them so on notice on A. Stiko cooking up some absolute pinpoint smoke work here. The running jump throw should be for CT. They've got themselves the cross. It's now onto Hats. And oh, it's a hard adjustment to make. And now all onto one man. Alistair to defend their honor. A no-scope. He wants another. Shoulder visible, but Farley punish. Not a second in the feed from him. Sicko and Inns are disconnected. It does seem, as Chad says, the writing's on the wall. Farley's the one to do the final scribble, and there's the full stop. 16-9, 2-0, FPX. It's the first time we're seeing them in this jersey in this Pro League. And starting off with a